Okay. I gotta get this you out right now. Like, my fucking thighs are like drumsticks because I because I biked home so fast, bro. Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's movie, easy 9 out of 10. Let me talk about how fucking good it was, bro. Alright.
Bruh.
Okay, it took me a bit. Okay, so it's clearly like a 9 out of 10. So here's some things I like. So it puts like a new spin on the formula without, completely disregarding what made the franchise, so good in the first place. Like, of course you have Mike, security guard, but you also have Abby, like his younger sister, and then you've got Vanessa, which isn't a Security Breach reference unless it's supposed to be, who's like the cop of the movie. She's very cool, very swagger. But it's also just a very well-written movie with a lot of deep plot twists and all that kind of stuff. So, and there's also a Mad Pat reference. I'm not going to say where, but there definitely is one. He does say the line, and of course you've already seen the Corey X Kenshin reference. There's also a Sparky reference. It's just a costume, but the fact that it still existed was really, it made everyone applaud. That was one of the moments that made everyone applaud. All right, and everyone also clapped when William Afton got name dropped when he showed up, when he said his line, when he got spring locked. That actually happens. I thought that would be way too gruesome for a FNAF movie aimed at PG-13, but it happened. It wasn't as bloody, but it definitely happened. Now, okay, I gotta go back to like the dream sequence because it was just impeccable. The concept of Mike having to deal with these like ghosts that infest his dreams because of him wanting to save his brother's little child, that was absolutely amazing. It was really cool seeing how they interacted with him at first and how they slowly began to warm up to Abby and how it was so dynamic, and I loved it. Oh yeah, and people like actually die in this movie. People die. People get chopped in half. They get mutilated. It's not on screen or off screen. I want to say half screen. It exists. It's just they don't show how they die. They show the aftermath. And there was a Balloon Boy reference. He shows up 3 times and it's just a figurine, but I love it. Oh my god. Okay. Everything about this movie made it so wonderful to watch as an experience, and I'm so glad I went to it as soon as possible. Okay, alright, so things that I didn't enjoy about the movie was that the fact that they had to like shoehorn in I don't want to say shoehorn. I feel like that was a pretty funny place to put him, especially because he says the line and he's not that big of a deal in the movie. Also, even though Markiplier didn't star in the show, I really wish they could have put in some kind of reference to it, like, oh, the sounds, I don't like him or something. And honestly, I feel like they should have just bumped up the rating like a tiny bit, something to really expand on how the spring locks function and how kind of Freddy is just operated as a whole. I really like the intro scene where it's an arcade. It's kind of an arcade setting where where the kids get lured to back rooms and get like slaughtered by William as kids. It's in like an arcade 8-bit fashion, so it wasn't super detailed, but it was definitely like really cool to see. Also, what else is there to mention? The outro, they used the Living Tombstone song. I'm gonna say they used Living Tombstone, and yeah, I'm just absolutely astounded. This is like One Piece live action levels of recreation. This is one of the best horror. I don't want to say horror though. It was more like a thriller. I didn't feel like it was as much of a horror movie as it was just a thriller. There were definitely horror elements, but there wasn't anything super impactful. There wasn't any extended tension. There was just, I want to say like 30 seconds of tension at a time before the initial jump scare. And there are so many twists. I really don't want to get into all of it. I want to get into all of it because even though I'm spoiling like the fuck out of this movie, I really just want you to experience it yourself because it is genuinely one of the best pieces of fan service I've ever seen since probably like, I don't know, the books, maybe, the fan games. This entire thing was just a fan game. I felt like Baddington could have been on this project, and I wouldn't even be surprised. But okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up for now because oh my god, it was so good. All right. I just have to get this review out so everyone knows. It's 9 out of 10. I think it does the job really, really well. Okay, see ya.